The Cheating Death Podcast is a comedy podcast that also explores anything and everything under the sun, providing you, the listener, with objective, direct, and truthful information. Listener discretion is advised. We'd like to start off the program by thanking Hunter Collins and Ransom for their donations to our coffee fund, and Carol to her donation to our injury support and item storage fund. We are very grateful and appreciative that you all support our endeavor and our mission to recover and to find a new safe place. In life, we all have a road to travel. What matters is that you do your best and you try your hardest. This is the Cheating Death Podcast. On today's episode of the Cheating Death Podcast, we provide part 2 into our expose of Cyraxx and Nova Online conspiracies. Conspiracies, you ask? Ooh, what conspiracies, you say? Well, dear listener, understand that there have been a lot of developments on the Nova Online circuit. We are going to provide you with further insight a little bit later into the program. We also have a brand new Annihilation announcement, a top 5 GameCube games for you, and a brand new joke of the episode. So without further ado, grab yourself a coffee, grab a blanket, put your feet up, and let us tell you how you can cheat death. This is your news anchor, the Cleric of Chaos, and this is your Annihilation announcement. It has long since been said that if you do not regulate those in whom are incapable of regulating themselves, that they will only cause disaster for everyone around them. This is absolutely true and evident when it comes to Cyraxx and Nova Online. Both of these individuals are dangers to not only their immediate families, but also everyone within their communities. Nova Online specifically has recently been revealed as basically being cohort of a very, very disgusting and despicable situation involving a ton of individuals in whom are less than insatiable characters. We must stand together as people in whom are capable and in whom are skillful at being able to identify and notify the proper authorities that these activities are taking place, because enough people continue to notify authorities and enough people continue to stand for the innocent, the longer it will be before they see the outside of a prison again. So, dear listener, we must stand together. Thank you for taking time to understand the plight of this situation and for your contributions in this matter. This has been your news anchor, the Cleric of Chaos, and this is your Annihilation announcement. Willkommen, meine Freunde. Guten Morgen, guten Tage und eine gute Nacht. Ist eine Reisende und eine Ausländer, deine Allesfresser. Bist du traurig? Komm mit mir, deine Cleric of Chaos. And in today's program, we provide you with part 2 into our expose into Chance Wilkins, Cyraxx, and Gabriel Gage, Nova. To expound upon our previous coverage of Mr. Cyraxx, it was previously illustrated how he has not only strangled his grandmother, how he has not only been held accountable for abusing and assaulting a blind and disabled individual, how he has put numerous people into harm's way time after time after time after time after time again, only to rage and quote-unquote rax out when being held accountable. Understand, dear listeners, that Mr. Wilkins himself is no pillar of positivity. Absolutely not. This is a man in whom claims to be a god, a rock star, yet this man is incapable of finding his way to a bus stop to get himself home from a mall that is a less than 15-minute drive away from his domicile. So this is also taking into account that this is a man that is incapable of brushing his own teeth, serves as a very beautiful PSA for British people in whom choose to neglect their dental hygiene, and those in south of the Bible Belt in whom think that huffing gasoline is a substitute for Sensodyne. Understand that Cyraxx himself is not only one of the most goblin-esque looking individuals you will ever see in your entire life, but he is also one of the most filthy, one of the most vile, one of the most disturbing and disgusting human beings known to man. As days goes on and he chooses to hide away from the internet, fully realizing that there is no end to the trolling for him, because he is a predator, he is a delinquent, he is a criminal. And there is also a good chance that his grandmother Sally has elected to not give him the Wi-Fi password, and has elected to threaten him with eviction if he chooses to continue to push the issue. Therefore, whenever he has access to Wi-Fi, he makes these passive-aggressive posts on social media saying he's at peace, and that life is good, and everything is fine. Well, in actuality there, Mr. Wilkins, I highly disagree. You and your back, as slanted and as angled and as grotesque as it is, are firmly against that bedbug-ridden wall you have. You know that you cannot get away with your crimes anymore. You know that you cannot threaten, shout, scream, yell, and swear, yell, slur your way through this. There is no escape for you, Mr. Smith. It is best that you retire to a regular, pedantic life. One where you make an attempt to actually go get a job and work. Because for those in whom are incapable of working and wake up every day yearning for nothing more than a regular job where they can go and contribute to society, you waste resources, and you waste your life, and you destroy the lives of those around you. You cut years off of the lives of your family specifically because you are an absolute disgusting, despicable, destructive, and divisive human being. You will not see another time to where people will revere you. There will never be an actual friend that takes care of you, Mr. Wilkins. So at this time, understand, dear listener, that when we evaluate the Cyraxx case as it is right now, the boots on the ground a la CVG and William Gloryhole have ensured that the goblin is being held at bay while Akron law enforcement and while the FBI continues to turn a blind eye to the situation as a whole, despite Mr. Wilkins threatening federal law enforcement agents on video and it going completely viral. It is obvious that at this time he is choosing to lay low because there is no solution to what he is hoping to solve, and that is universal praise, universal acclaim. Well, Mr. Wilkins, the only kind of acclaim that you are going to receive is when you are behind bars and you can acclaim that they didn't give you a Hot Pocket that day. Rest assured that if you decide to return to the internet, that there will be no vengeance too swift for you. On to the second part of our main portion of the program. We dive into, once again, Nova Online and his devious, delinquent ways. It has been revealed very recently, since the release of the last episode of the program involving both Cyraxx and Nova, that Nova Online, a person by the name of Defender, and an individual by the name of Alice have been running an illicit Discord server where there is not only visually disturbing and illegal media being shared and distributed throughout, but there are also numerous instances of disturbing screenshots involving the extortion, the proverbial eradication, and the embarrassment of children, of teenagers, and of disabled people and or adults in whom are not capable of making decisions for themselves. This Defender character, if you choose to look him up on Discord and on other forms of social media, has been widely warned about for a very long period of time for the delinquent actions and the criminal behavior that he regularly conducts and participates in. Nova Online also decided to make a known minor once again a moderator of his 6th Discord server. This is a man in whom is just barely past the cusp of 21, turning 22 in June, and he regularly participates and behaves like a child. He does not understand that there is no escape for the type of behavior that he is trying to put forth. The information that he is attempting to convey to the masses of people through this server is nothing but negative, horrific, traumatic, and inappropriate for anyone and everyone under the sun. Please note, dear listener, that it is not advisable to contact directly or attempt to infiltrate the Discord server or the Telegram server that they have recently created, as that will only create further complications for you. Look at the Twitters, look at the YouTubes. There is literally plenty about it as of this moment in time. Do not jeopardize your safety or your health or your location or any of your life by attempting to join this Telegram group to troll them, to attempt to join the Discord group to troll them, or anything else in between. It has been revealed within this time as well that when you take into account the information that is being spread throughout this Discord, our consultant, the baby cat Pumpkin, has reported that there is also illicit material involving minor related cartoons, Rule 34 related information as it pertains to the spreading of child material, and there is also a significant quantity of abusive and illegal copyright infringement claim behavior taking place in these situations and circumstances as well. In these situations, Nova Online has attempted to file multiple copyright strikes against the Chin universe for allegedly stealing Nova Online's copywritten content, which is not copywritten. Nova Online himself, on a live stream, read out verbatim the fair use disclaimer that all YouTubers use when it comes to sharing content of this type. And as Pumpkin has illustrated as well, he was not successful in getting Chin Universe's channel taken down. Chin Universe has been successful in getting those copyright strikes overturned, and as of now, he is completely free and clear of anything that this diaper-wearing delinquent tries to do to stop him from spreading the word about Nova Online's atrocities. So, with the help of Solidus Nova, with the help of Chin Universe, with the help of the Greasy Middle Finger, with the help of Mayor Menace, Major Chilla, McGrubba, McGillicuddy, Antimatter Morty, Too High for Stupid, Kiwi Tapes, Smokey MCC, John William Glory Hole, so many more. There are so many people who are now working behind the scenes to bring this to light. There are numerous accusations being made with respect to his behavior in these private servers, and he has also now threatened to harm people publicly. This is no longer a joke. This is no longer something that we can just watch and laugh at. We need to take action. And as this evolves, this may become a longer series, but for now, all I request that you do, dear listener, is that you stay safe, you remain aware and that you understand that Nova Online is a very dangerous human being and a very disgusting delinquent. There is nothing redeemable about him, and there is no hope of rehabilitation. Thank you for tuning into today's program. Take care of yourselves and each other. At the top of the program, we promised you a top 5 list of our favorite GameCube games. So, without further ado, let's dive right in. Coming in at number 5, we have Metroid Prime. Coming in at number 4, we have Mario Kart Double Dash. Coming in at number 3, we have Super Smash Bros. Melee. Coming in at number 2, we have Resident Evil 4. And coming in at number 1, Super Mario Sunshine. What's your top 5 favorite? Give us an email at thecheatingdeathpodcast@gmail.com. Today's joke has been brought to you by the Cleric of Chaos. You know, writing a joke about a ghost is pretty hard. I just couldn't do it. I had tons of spirit, but I had no body. The amount of crimes that have been committed by not only Mr. Patrick Smith, Mr. Patrick Armson, Mr. Chance Wilkins, Cyraxx, whatever he wants to call himself, and Mr. Nova Online, Mr. Gabriel Gage, and his cohorts have been nothing short of absolutely horrific, devastating, and absolutely unacceptable. Thank you to Solidus Nova. Thank you to Bloodspeth. Thank you to Chin Universe, Kiwi Tapes, Smokey MCC, Antimatter Morty, Major Chilla, Mayor Menace, the Greasy Middle Finger, and I know that there are so much more that cover these two and that provide a great deal of service, like William Glory Hole, Southern Harlot, John CVG, and many more. And also I want you to check out Life of Kai. He has also recently started to get into the Cyraxx realm as well, and he shows some excellent takes. So, dear listeners, we have a choice to sit idly by and watch as these criminals, as these delinquents of society, make things worse for those around them and endanger the lives of innocents, or we can band together and we can figure it out, and we can put an end to the threats that these people convey. The choice is yours. Thank you for listening today. Take care of yourselves and each other. The Cheating Death Podcast has been brought to you by Nachtenleben CRDVC, Cleric Chaos, and all podcasting platforms where podcasts are found. If you'd like to support the program, you may do so with the links in the episode and in the podcast's description. Once again, we'd like to thank Hunter Collins and Ransom for supporting the Buy Me a Coffee Fund, and we'd also like to thank Carol for her generous donation to the Injury Support Fund. Thank you so very much for your support. We greatly appreciate it. If you or anyone you know is experiencing psychiatric duress, please call 1-800-273-8255 or dial 988 if you're on a mobile phone in the US or Canada. If anyone you know is experiencing domestic violence, please have them call 1-800-799-7233. There are telephone numbers for various supports in the episode's description as well. If you or anyone you know would like to adopt a playful puppy or a cute kitten, please visit your local animal adoption rescue center. And please follow the program on YouTube, Twitter, and where all major podcasting platforms may be found, and twitter.com/@clericofchaos. Remember, life is hard, dear listeners, and you will find your way. We're pulling for you. We're all in this together.